than I am with that.
All right. You want to start recording?
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
And then
we'll record.
I'll submit it to the office, see what they say. We'll go over it.
Yeah.
Might need to have a meeting or two about it.
Run by PR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to make sure,
We'll see what they think about it, and then I'll sleep on it.
Yep.
And then
and then we'll do an anonymous poll on Twitter.
Yeah. See how that goes, and then if we get the general consensus that we should start recording, then we should probably start recording.
I think if we get the okay from the mother company, I think we should be alright.
Who is our mother company? Nintendo.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing, Ryan?
Doing good, Corey. How are you?
Where are we?
We're in the recording room of 1,000 podcasts.
The official studio.
Yep.
Spent thousands of dollars on it.
Of course. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because we take this seriously.
Exactly. Yeah. We have the soundproof padding in here. They got everything. Got the nice big glass wall with the little tiny bench that you sit on. You know what I mean? It's perfect. It's exactly.
We're both sitting on tiny benches.
Yes, exactly.
It's
the same bench. It's
going up my butthole right now,
but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Nothing wrong with some butthole play.
So we're Player Power Podcast.
Yeah,
we're back.
Yeah,
we're back, baby.
What up? Episode 2.
Episode 2. So this one, we're gonna do something fun for you guys. We're gonna be ranking the world/levels of everyone's favorite golden boy of the early 3D era, Super Mario 64.
The gateway into platformers for
absolutely
almost everybody.
Yeah. I think everyone loves this game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I was just talking to you.
Yeah.
And you said that you weren't intimately familiar with this game.
Yeah.
But I feel like everyone who's played this game, even if they don't know it like the back of their hand, they're like, I love that game.
Yeah, exactly. I have very fond memories of that game. And actually, I think we talked about it before, we were both watching the same speedrun, and it was fun to watch it. To even watch people wipe and break that game. It's crazy.
That game is still there's a super big following for speedrunning.
For speedrunning, there's so many tricks to it. It's crazy.
It is pretty nuts. And a part of the reason that game is so well beloved is the world/levels. So that's why we're going to be ranking them one by one. We're going to get a complete ranking.
Yep.
We're basically going to pull them from a little bag. I cut them up, and we got little things of paper.
Sponsored by Puma.
Yeah. And then we're both just going to say, based on the ones we've already pulled, we're going to be like, all right, is it better than this one? Is it worse than this one?
Yeah. Take some final critiques at the end, review, we switch if we need to.
Yeah. And then just do that until we get a complete list.
Yep.
But before we do that, let's talk about everyone's favorite segment, the homework games.
The homework game, I guess. All right, so I'm going to start. So to update, this is the first week of us doing this, or first episode of us doing this.
Just to reiterate for those of you that don't know, Ryan and I both assigned each other a homework game to play in between episodes, and every episode will come back and do updates on where we are in the game, how we're feeling about it, etc., etc.
Exactly. So Corey over here gave me the game Hollow Knight to play, which I downloaded on my computer, and I've been playing with PS4 controller on my computer. I guess this is official first impressions of the game. I like it a lot. It was a very good pick for me. Definitely, highly enjoyed it.
I think it's right up your alley, man.
Totally is. I like it, even now, everything is definitely just challenging enough. And I love looking and trying to figure out how to get past something. I look at it and I'm as I'm walking by, I'm trying to remember little notes of things. I'm all right,
exactly.
I want to do this next. I know how to jump through that. I can this looks like a little bonus track.
It's a perfect mental note game.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And it's not because there's some games where you're going through and you'll see something that you can't do yet, and it's kind of infuriating.
Yeah.
But this is a game where it's just you can't get, because that's all over the place.
Exactly. Yeah. So you just that's the thing that's the game is, it really what I like about it that it's all insects is I really feel like I'm in like an underground maze of
Yep.
like insects.
Absolutely.
Like I get so like I literally like loop and wind and go
Yeah.
super down and then I come up a little bit
Yep.
and I go deeper, then I come all the way to the very top
Do you-
and do something and then come down.
So
and
do
move.
I would assume you've met Cornifer, the map maker.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool way to do like maps in an area.
Yeah,
But
I like that a lot.
what's your method usually? Like when you discover a new area, I
I look
assume
for him fast.
you go to him first.
I look for him.
Okay.
I look.
All right.
I mean, like, I really what I do in that is like I'm kind of just like a nonstop moving force where I'm just like I'm kind of just going around. If I see an exit, like I might just instantly take it, or just
Yeah.
I'm like kind of just like kind of moving around through it, or I might be
Okay.
like, oh, I want to explore this one room, see
Yeah.
where everything is, then kind of break it up that way. I just kind of once I hear the humming, I instantly
Yeah,
look
you're
for
like,
it once I
okay.
hear the humming.
It's really well designed too. There's
It is,
specific
yeah.
areas, especially down lower, where like you go in and you start to hear the humming, and they do the little thing where he leaves tracks by
Yeah,
leaving pieces of
little
paper.
note. Yeah.
And there's sometimes where like you get to an area and you can see him off in the corner,
Yeah.
but you're like, wait, I can't get to him.
How do
yet.
I get to him? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, there. I think I know what part of the map you're
So
talking
how
about.
far?
Yes.
How many? I guess how many areas have you gotten to?
I've unlocked like a lot.
Yeah.
So I actually I unlocked the Dream Nail.
Okay, all right. So you got to that point. Remember, I said there was a main point
Yes.
where it does the
And I
exposition.
know exactly
was
what you're talking
wrong. That wait, no,
Yeah.
you did get to the main point of exposition. The part that I was talking about when you get to the City of Tears and you see the Hollow Knight. That's not that moment. I thought that was that moment
Oh, okay.
where you
yeah.
see the dreamers and
Yeah.
then you go to the dream world and then you get the dream now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I pretty much got to that. Like now, I need to try to fight and take out the Dreamers.
Yep.
I've been like. I stopped pretty much right at there, mostly because I thought
Okay.
the Dream Nail would let me cut through this big black barrier to one of them because I saw it before, and I
Yeah.
ran up to it, and I finally remembered where it was and got
Yeah.
there, and then nothing happened.
No,
was
I
like,
know exactly what you're talking about.
But otherwise, like I really like the dash. I love all the dash abilities. I figured out that you can overcharm your person, which is really
Yeah,
cool.
yep.
That was I like was really bored and I was like not paying attention and I kept kind of pressing X and then like it kept shaking.
Yeah.
And then I like and so I was
You're like,
really
something's up
lost.
with this.
Exactly. And then it said overcharmed and I at first I thought I was like, oh cool, you can just equip more, and then I realized you took double damage.
Yeah, there's
and I
a-
was like,
yep.
ow, this really sucks.
Yeah.
So
So that's good. That's good that you're liking the game so far.
yeah, dude, it's super
There's
fun.
definitely. I kind of want to see how much you've unlocked. I feel like there definitely still is a lot more.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm like, there's definitely a lot more I could do.
there's
Like I
a-
like finding the caterpillars too. They're adorable.
Yeah, the little grubs or whatever.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
so
There's just that world is just so,
it's so
great
cool.
and
It
fleshed
really is
out.
Cool. Yeah, I'm a definitely big fan of it. Like
Yeah.
I'm actually like I'm a little mad at myself. I've not played it. Since
It's okay.
now.
You're-
Like it's
I bet you're gonna love it. We got to see
yeah.
how. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I
look
think you're
forward to
gonna
playing
like it.
More. I'm gonna try to not beat it by the next time we.
Yeah, please
do an
don't
episode. I
because
won't, don't worry.
the game that I have for my homework game it's been a little tough on me. I definitely like it, but it's been a little tough on
Fair
me.
enough.
Ryan assigned me Final Fantasy Tactics, and I got the War of the Lions version
Yeah.
that is on iOS. So I'm playing it on my iPhone, and I'm liking it. I don't have a lot of exposure to tactical games.
Yeah.
The only one I've played, like I said, was Fire Emblem Binding Blade, and I like that. I'm still not done with it, and the reason being is that like both that game and this game have permadeath,
Yeah.
and
oh, yeah.
that's just something that scares me so much to the point where I'm like, I don't want to start this right now unless I'm confident that I'm going to beat it.
Yeah,
So-
I remember having some battles when I was younger where like all of a sudden just like went like I got like really unlucky. Like I still remember one time early in the game I went against somebody and the archer did like charge 5 and it crit me and it
Yeah.
literally just one shot. I think it was my white mage. So I just ran. I lost my healer like first turn
Yeah.
or like the first attack they threw at me. It just like insta crit and killed me. And I think I actually restarted.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
I was
I'm
like,
exactly
crap.
that kind of person that if
Yeah.
something like that happens, I'm like, nope, starting over. Can't afford to lose that.
Yeah.
And it's definitely been a challenge so far. So I've probably done like maybe 4 missions, maybe something like that. I
Yeah.
did the beginning intro one. I basically like, you know where you start and you start to go up to the left
Yeah.
and then like
Yes,
you meet
castle.
that. You get to the castle. You meet the blonde guy along the way.
Yeah,
he's like,
Algus,
yeah. He's like, oh, there's something else. You got to help us. Someone is captured. Something like that.
Yeah.
Your dad is dead, or he's dying, or he's sick.
He's sick. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we came back down, and I started to go like a few spots to the right of the starting point. Mm-hmm. So I'm still not that far.
Yeah, I know exactly where you are. Yeah, so like pretty much, just so I know you said too, you're having an unfortunate glitch where sometimes you don't actually get to see the text of like cutscenes. Yep. So like it's
not even just cutscenes too. It's like when I go into like the job lists and the abilities and shit. Sometimes it gets to a point where I literally can't see. I can't see an ability. I can't see how many job points it costs.
Yeah.
And like that's a little bit better because it does this weird thing where if I hit, I think it's like the menu or the pause, it brings up another menu on top of that, and then I can see underneath.
Yeah, there's like a help menu if you press select in the game.
So if I bring up that help, no. It's like it brings, I don't know, it must be like a pause something.
Okay.
But it's not the thing where it does the cursor and it explains it to you.
Okay,
it's like it brings up a separate window that's asking you a different prompt for something.
Oh,
and when I do that, you know how it kind of grays out the bottom portion? It does that, but then I can read the text below.
That's so weird. Yeah, so that's like
so that sucks. Glitch. That would suck if that continued through cutscenes.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it so far.
Good, yeah. Because like the story is really cool. Because what happened so far for you is like.
I'm learning about the War of the Two Houses and how it's been going on for 100 years or something.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So these like two major houses have been going on. You're part of one of them. But they say in the very beginning that you, Ramza, like your main character, is a bastard child.
Yeah.
So like he's just like he is like part of the family, but really not part of like everybody like kind of like he's like the
he stands out.
Son. Yeah. Like nobody, like you're not the same blood.
He's the bastard. He's the Jon Snow.
Exactly, the Jon Snow. And so that's why you see like all him and all of his brothers around the dad that's dying because I think he's just super old. Honestly, is what it is.
Yeah.
I think he's just like old, deathbed old.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, but then you end up meeting Algus, that golden-haired dude, and he says like you need to save. I think it's
someone.
I think you need to save my people, but you need to I need to find somebody.
Someone's been held hostage or something, and basically like I can't remember what it is. Like you're like, yeah, we got to help them, but then you either get to your brothers or the other guy that's with you. One of them is like, maybe we shouldn't waste our time with this.
Yeah.
But then they agree, like, yeah, you should go help him out or something.
Yeah, like so Delita, the brown haired guy.
Yes, I keep forgetting his name.
No, you're good. He doesn't want to help, but like there's something I know yet that hasn't happened to you. I don't want to say.
Well,
so I'm trying to figure out how to say it.
I figured there's some sort of turn with him because in the beginning, in the like flash forward mission or whatever, he's the one that come and steals the princess.
Correct. Yes.
So I asked you if he's like a bad guy or whatever, and I'm guessing there's more to it.
Yeah, he really isn't a bad guy.
So there's something
more
behind
to it. Yeah, there's some like really some like pretty much. So if you haven't fought the next town yet, if you haven't gone to the next town, I think you're probably at the woods, the Swiggy Woods, with like the goblin and the skeletons. If you haven't done that yet.
I might have just beaten that one.
Yeah. There's going to be a city that you're going to be fighting in, which will reveal a tiny bit more of the story. Okay. You're like probably like, I think 3 red dots away from like a big thing with Algus, Delita, and the main character.
Okay.
Because they're kind of like a little trio for the time being. But like Delita and the main character have been like best friends. Like pretty much Delita and his sister, which you'll meet later on, were best friends with the main character and your little sister. And they're both poor, like, village people. And because you're rich, but you're still, like, the bastard son, like, they just become best friends. And he's kind of, like, brought him up with him in terms of, like, richness and nobility and stuff. So, like, they, like, kind of, he, like, owes him a lot, but they're just, like, best friends, too. But then he ends up, stuff happens, so.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Let's,
I
think we're done with this.
But, okay, so I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah. But I still kind of feel like.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
How little you play, I think maybe we should change it up.
Yeah, I am struggling to find time to play it. I struggle to find time to play video games in general.
Yeah.
And this type of game might be something that takes me a little while.
Yeah.
Just in case,
pick something that you can like play 20-minute chunks at a time.
Yeah.
Or like 10-minute chunks at a time.
So what is your alternative homework game for me?
My alternative.
If we'll see, like next episode, we'll come back and I'll decide whether or not I'm switching
with it or not. Yeah. So like ideally, I was gonna say was gonna be one of the Borderlands games. Either like you really don't have to play Borderlands 1. I would say Borderlands 2 is totally still worth playing.
Yeah.
And like you'll like the characters that are recurring from the first one are just more like they're just helping you in quests now. Like there's always a new group of characters to play.
So Borderlands, that's on PS4, isn't it?
That's on PS4, on Xbox, on PC, any of the main systems. So that's the only things I just don't know if you have what you can play it on. Because I don't think it's on Switch yet.
Tyler's got a 360. Would it be on that, or is that
Borderlands 2? Yeah, it would be. I have it. I can give it to you.
On Xbox 360?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, the like that would be probably like a good one. I'm trying to think. I really want to think of one now that like is chunk size. That's good. That would like actually be something new for you too. But
well, I'm also like I would focus on more like length of the game entirely rather than playing it itself, because the reason that I'm having like I do sometimes find days where it's like I can play video games for like 4 or 5 hours in a row.
Gotcha.
But
you want a game that that's not like
I want a game
long game.
That's not yeah.
Yeah. I understand.
And the reason that I'm having trouble with Final Fantasy Tactics is because of the style of that game and because of the way that I am. Yeah. It's almost discouraging for me to play because I'm like I don't want to pick it up, put in 20 minutes, lose an important character, and restart.
Understood.
Because I probably would do that.
Then honestly, I would say actually a good. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I know exactly. I would say you should play the first Jak game.
Ooh,
that's what you should play.
I would absolutely play.
Jak game.
You know, I actually did play that a little bit. I had that.
Yeah, play Jak, the Lost Precursor, or the Precursor Legacy is what it's called. You should play Jak. Definitely play the first one. I guarantee
What's that on?
Love it. That your best way to play would honestly be PS4, or I think maybe you can get it on computer.
Okay.
And plug in a controller. Unfortunately, it's a PlayStation game.
Yeah.
Originally, it was on PS2. So if you had a PS2, you could do PS2. I have like. Unfortunately, my PS4 is used. It's like if you it gets used in my house a fair amount. I was gonna say you could probably borrow it.
I mean, we can.
Because I have the Jak collection. I have all 4 games.
Yeah.
So.
We'll
figure it out.
We'll work it out.
Yeah, but that would be a really good
If there's no way for me to, we'll see how I'm feeling about Final Fantasy Tactics. If I decide I want to switch, we'll figure out how I'm going to play one of the other two, and then we'll come back next episode and we'll let you all know.
Perfect.
All right.
Cheers.
So,
let's get into this.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So the way this is going to work, I'm going to take a little page out of the book of the Zelda Dungeon guys. Shout out to them over there.
What up, boys?
On their YouTube channel, they do like definitive ranking kind of things, and they basically do this style where they go one by one. They pull one, and then they rank it relative to the ones that they have pulled.
Okay.
So, for example, I'll start right now. I'm pulling the first one, Wet Dry World. Wet Dry World is the first one. Yeah. We don't have to worry about ranking it because it is the only one on our list right now.
That's the one with the little skater spiders, right?
Yes, it does have them.
Yeah.
Wet Dry World is the one where you can adjust the water level.
Oh, yep. Okay, I remember. You're right.
It's pretty cool. Kind of middle of the pack for me, just because I feel like.
Too. I remember this one. This one actually took me a very long time to complete when I was a kid.
My favorite part about this one is honestly the little. When you go in here, you shoot yourself, or no, you get to this cage, and then you swim under the tunnel into that little city area.
Oh, yeah, yep, I remember
That's pretty cool, but other than that, I feel like there's just a lot of unused space. Like, this whole corner of the map over
was
here...
super populated.
The corner where you start, there's basically nothing there. And that whole chunk...
I'm thinking of a different spot then.
Maybe. You start over here, there's literally just a platform that's got a switch. There's a switch on the ground below it, and then...
Yeah, and then that's what starts the water control part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The other cool thing about this is that this is one of the few levels in this game where it has a hub world trick to it. Mm-hmm. Depending on the level at which you jump into the painting, that's where the water will start out at.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Oh, that's really cool.
Isn't that neat?
That is neat.
So it's like the tick-tock clock, like with the hands determines the time.
Yep.
This is one of the few levels that has something like that. That's a cool little bonus.
Yep.
But this is still kind of middle of the pack for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
I can see that. So now we're actually going to rank it instead of above
Yes.
or below.
So now
Wet
Ryan's
Dry
going to pull
World.
the next one.
Yes.
What do we got?
Going
What do we
with-
got?
We have a TikTok clock. Look at that.
Tick-tock
Yeah.
clock. One of the other ones that's
Speaking
got
of-
one of those. I don't know about you. I think this is easily better than Wet
Yes.
Dry World.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will wholeheartedly agree. This was a really
TikTok-
fun one for
yes.
me and my brothers to play.
Not only is this one of the most challenging ones, but it's such a cool concept. Being inside a giant grandfather
yeah,
clock.
it's so cool.
And that is also one of the coolest little gimmicks, is that, like, depending on where the hands are, you can either start it with the stuff frozen, you can do it fast, you can do it, like, glitching around and shit. Yeah, that's really cool. And it's just designed really well, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think this was one of the ones that the red coins though drove me nuts to get.
Yeah, because the red coins are it's the rotating platforms.
Yeah.
They're all right there, but it's a pain. So that's one where you got to do it like with the hands frozen or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's better than Wet Dry World overall.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of where. Yeah, I think I'm trying to. I want to like in my head. I want to keep these at a good number for myself. I guess we'll see what happens though.
So, right now, definitively the best Mario level in Super Mario 64 is Tick-Tock Clock, and the
Currently.
worst is Wet Dry World,
Fair enough. You're right.
based on this list.
Yeah, based on this totally
All right.
completed list. All right, guys. Next episode.
Next one, Big Boo's Haunt.
Oh, this one I would say definitely better. I like it better than Wet Dry World.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know though. So see, this isn't a tier list either. This is just straight better.
It's
or
just
worse.
straight better or worse. So if you're having trouble deciding, maybe I'll jump in and just say I want to put it right in between these two, because
Okay.
Tick-Tock Clock is a late game level,
Mm-hmm.
and it is very specifically designed as a platforming challenge level.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
I can see
concise.
that. I can
It's
see that.
very intentional in its design. Big Boo's Haunt is really cool because it has the entrance to it is another one where like you got to kill the Boo,
Yeah.
and then jump into the cage, and it's got its own courtyard area. That's
Mm-hmm.
really cool. The level itself, I feel like almost takes inspiration from the Ghost House levels from like
from
Super
the old
Mario.
Marios. Yeah, I could see that.
From the
yeah.
two, so
That makes
it's
sense.
that kind of way where it's like you're kind of navigating, and it's a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
But once you get the layout of the mansion and stuff, there's not much to it. It's really just go to this room to find the star.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Okay.
Like once you're familiar with the level, it's not that challenging.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I was saying before, we recorded like this level, and there's like a couple others I don't remember much of it at all. Like most of them, I like definitely have memories, but I feel like I can't remember if my brothers just did this one for me. Like I know Ryder loved this.
So
game, he
there's
crushed
this.
through it.
You start out outside, and the mansion is in the center, and the mansion's where most of the stuff happens. Outside, I feel like is honestly kind of just a big waste of space.
Yeah,
it's just a big donut that has enemies scattered around.
Yeah.
And then there's like the basement area, which has the carousel.
Oh, I do remember the carousel. Yeah, I do remember the. Oh my god, I do remember the carousel. Yeah.
So this
okay.
aesthetically and thematically, I feel like Big Boo's Haunt is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But in terms of like.
But Paper Mario Haunted House did it so much better.
Yeah. Well, just in terms of a well-designed level, I feel like it's not that. It's got a lot of cool, memorable stuff, but none of that has to do with I did this really cool puzzle.
Yeah, and
it's just like
all interlinked together in a cool way, unlike TikTok.
It's just like
that really is.
This is just like whoa! Now I'm on top of the roof fighting Big Boo.
I do remember
that's
that
sick,
too, actually,
but there's not a lot to that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I can see what you're saying.
So you're all right putting that in the middle.
I totally agree. I put it right in the middle.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So right now we got number 1, Tick-Tock Clock. Number 2, Big Boo's Haunt. Number 3, Wet Dry World. You pull the next one.
All right, and going for the next one. You good?
Yeah.
Nice. The next one, oh, nice.
What is
Lethal Lava Land. I want to put this one above TikTok.
I'm with you. I'm with you right away.
Important reason. Shell surfing is so
fun. Dude, it's like you're in my head.
God, I loved it.
It's like you're in my head.
That is literally. I remember. I'm not even like kidding. Like hours, I want to say, of like me
It's
and my
so
brothers
fun.
just driving, chilling
And
around, dude. Oh,
that was actually one of my main points, is that aside from it just being super cool and super fucking fun, this level is designed with shell surfing in mind.
Exactly.
It's designed so that once you get the shell, you have so much mobility to move around. They have like those platforms sticking out of the lava that are like curved. They have those ramp ones that have coins on them. It's literally designed for you to get that and just go to town.
Yeah, exactly. And like it's cool that they actually like just made a really fun level just in honor of that.
Yep.
Which
and,
is so
awesome. And aesthetically it's really cool. It's a big lava sea. It might be a little generic, but this is basically a mid-game level. This is likely the first level a player will go to once they get to the basement.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's exactly what I did.
This is right when the difficulty level for this game gets kicked up a notch. Because
definitely.
now it's not just like I'm on a mountain and maybe I can fall or there's some enemies around. Now you're surrounded by lava.
Yeah.
So if you fuck up, you're done.
Exactly.
You know? And that just adds an extra challenge to it.
That definitely makes sense to me.
Not to mention, last but not least, this is one of the few levels that has a sick subworld when you go into the volcano, and it's an entirely new thing.
God, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that part.
What this main part lacks in like platforming challenge, it picks up inside the volcano.
Yeah,
because that's a vertical ascent, and you're jumping on small platforms and stuff.
Exactly.
So
I liked watching. I remember watching some of the speedrun of Lethal Lava Land.
Yeah,
crushed the
it's
volcano.
nuts.
So yeah, they're so accurate. It's insane.
All right, so right now we're got Lethal Lava Land at number 1, Tick-Tock Clock at number 2, Big Boo's Haunt at number 3, Wet Dry World at number 4. And I'll draw the next one.
Right into it.
Shifting Sandland.
Oh my god, is
I
that
hear
the other surf one, right? That's because you can jump into
yeah,
that one too.
dude.
Yeah, oh my god. Okay.
I want to hear what you have to say about this.
Okay, so honestly, it's right now. To me, it's debated between if it's below Lava Land or above Lava Land. I still think I think it's better than Tick-Tock Clock, so I'm going for immediately one or
That's
two
good.
right now.
That's good. We're right on the same page. That's good.
So at this point, I actually kind of want to put Shifting Sandlands above Lethal Lava Land because I love the Klepto in it. If I remember correctly, the Klepto's in it.
Yep. He can steal your hat. You got to get a star from him.
Yep. I remember when that first happened with my brothers. We were all like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, everyone was like, "What? It's nuts!"
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I love about that is if you die and you don't get your hat back, you still don't have your hat.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
That's a neat little touch.
And then wasn't there like the quicksands with the pokies right there, right? Too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the little quicksand tunnel areas.
Yeah,
I like that. There's I felt like there was more to do on that map in comparison to Lethal Lava Land.
Okay.
I guess with the exception of the volcano, like also having that subworld.
Well, you're forgetting
land, though, right?
This is one of the only other ones that has the most expansive one. You go inside the volcano, and it's a big square room.
Pyramid?
Yeah, the pyramid.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And remember, you fight the two hands with eyeballs. This has a boss one inside.
Never mind. Yeah, definitely Shifting Sandland.
Definitely above.
Yeah, I would definitely say above.
Okay,
There's a lot more to do.
You convinced me.
Yeah,
you convinced me to put it on top.
I can't believe I forgot about the hands. Those were creepy too.
Yeah, Nintendo has a weird fetish with fighting hands that have eyeballs.
Yeah, definitely.
Never seen that before. To be fair, this was kind of an earlier one, I guess.
Yeah,
but
it is kind of one of the OG ones.
Yeah, Shifting Sandland is it's great.
Dude,
you touched on all.
that
There's so much
good.
stuff to do. It's so diverse. Like even looking at this picture, like there's the intro area where you can kind of play around. You can also get the shell and just start surfing around. Over here, it's like you got to worry about these rolling guys.
Yeah, oh, I remember that too. That was super fun.
Well, I'm glad that we're right on the same page then. That's awesome. All right, you want to do the next? You want to pull the next?
Perfect.
So 1, Shifting Sandland, 2, Lethal Lava Land, then Tick-Tock Clock, Big Boo's Haunt, Wet Dry World, sitting nice at the last one.
Yeah, the number last one.
The number last one.
And now we have the first of the commas, the Dire.
Comma
Dire. Docks.
So I'm just going to go ahead and say this deserves to go right at the bottom.
I would 100% agree with you. I'm anti-water in most games.
Yeah.
And so far, the two water stages, I'm throwing right to the bottom.
So there's 2 water levels in this game, Jolly Roger Bay and Dire Dire Docks.
Both are on my bottom.
Dire Dire Docks is a middle game level. It's not hard, and there's basically nothing to the level.
Yeah.
You get dropped in just like a pit of water.
Yeah.
There's no land around you.
Yeah.
So you have to go down. And there's like a manta ray down there and some chests, and those aren't fun. And then you swim through the tunnel, and then you get to the area with Bowser's submarine.
Yeah,
right?
I remember that, yeah.
But then it's just a room with Bowser's submarine.
And that's it, yeah.
It's really, there's not much. This is one thing I will say about Dire Docks. It's got fucking banging music.
I don't remember.
Dire Docks is such. It's a.
All I remember
it's one of the great tunes of this.
The only song I remember from '64, realistically, is when you're flying with the cap. In
Really?
The flying world, yeah.
You remember Bob on Battlefield?
Oh, you're right. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. I remember this song.
It's got a great soundtrack. Dire Docks. We'll play it after, but it's fucking. It's awesome. It's awesome. But yeah, that's.
But overall, I would definitely still put it over Wet Dry World solely because there's more dry.
You put it over Wet Dry.
Oh no, I mean sorry. I meant under. Yeah,
okay,
Wet Dry World is over that because there's more dry in Wet Dry World than Dire Docks.
Dry, yeah.
That's all that matters.
Dire, my butthole.
Yeah. And now we're back to Triple D, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dire Docks. All right,
I'll pull the next one. All right, okay. Here's one that I might put as a contender for top 3. Tiny Huge Island.
That was one of the... You'll have to remind me of that one again.
So Tiny Huge Island is one of the later... It's, once you can finally go upstairs?
Yes.
Not to the upstairs where Tick-Tock Clock is.
Yeah.
But the level before that.
Okay, yeah.
This is one of the levels there. And Tiny Huge Island has the gimmick where you walk into the room, it's a 4-way intersection. The hallway goes left, the hallway goes right, the hallway goes forward.
Yeah.
Each hallway has the same picture in it, but it's a different size. So depending on whether you go left or right, you jump into the giant version of the island or the tiny version of the island.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you're in the level, you jump into the pipes and you can transfer in between.
Okay.
So it's like you'll start off really.
Yeah.
You'll start. It's basically just an island.
No, I know it's cool though. Like I like that.
It's this one right here.
That's such a good concept. Oh, actually. Yeah. Oh, and you have to keep going around and up.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, actually. Yeah.
It's not Tall Mountain. It's not the one where you spiral
I was
upwards.
combining it with Tall Mountain.
That is in that same level. It's on the same floor.
Gotcha.
But Tiny Huge Island, I think, is just so creative in the way that it's got. It has a sub-world area. This is where you fight Wiggler. Do you remember fighting Wiggler in this? You go into a cave. It's when the island has to be huge, and you go into a cave, and he's like on a grate. Or no.
Oh,
so the cool thing about this too is that like when you're. This is just an example of how this level incorporates some cool design with the flip-flopping back and forth. So the one where you have to fight Wiggler, the way that it works is that the island has to be tiny so that you're really big, so that you can get around it really easy.
Okay.
You need to get up to this peak, and it's basically just a teeny tiny shallow pool. Whereas if you went to there when it's giant, it would be pretty deep. Like you would swim in it.
Gotcha, yeah.
But when you're giant, you have to get to the top, ground pound on the top, and it'll be like doodly 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 doo. The water drains and opens up a tiny, tiny hole. So you got to go back and go smaller, go back to the top, drop through the hole, and then you're fighting Wiggler.
Oh,
it's like cool stuff like that.
That is cool, yeah.
So
that's like just like a multi-layered level.
Yeah, it's really a lot of these levels. They might be cool in concept. This is cool in concept. For one.
Definitely.
But even if they are cool in concept, a lot of them, the missions themselves are simply just go over here because the star's over here.
Yeah.
This puts more thought into it
with
the missions.
Definitely.
One of the first ones is that you have to be tiny and you have to kill all of the piranha plants in a certain area and you get the star.
Yeah.
Another one is that one with Wiggler. Another one is when you're big, there are 5 secrets hidden around the island. Where you just have to like touch it and then the number pops
happens.
up.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like this is more creative. And I don't know if you remember, but over here, there's also shell surfing in this one, but it's not built as well for it. But over here,
there's this one at all. Really.
Over here, there's an area where you can swim, and this is one of the ones that has the big fish that can swallow you.
That's probably why I don't remember this.
Really?
Yeah, dude, that already you're freaking me out, man.
Okay, so to put it in a ranking, I want to say definitively it's higher than the bottom 3.
I could give
You're
that
okay
to
with
you.
that?
Yeah, because especially over Big Boo's Haunt already. Like I would say, just especially from the little bit I remember, and especially the complexity of the level, I think it beats Big Boo's Haunt.
Okay,
definitely. I
So-
would just because I know TikTok Clock more, I want to put TikTok Clock
You
above
wanna
it
put
because
TikTok Clock higher?
I like the challenge of the platforming of TikTok Clock versus the puzzle making of Tiny Huge Island.
yeah,
But I really do.
and it is not really puzzle. It's not super complex. I'm
Yeah.
just kind of
But what I really like about Tiny Huge Island is that
Yeah.
like I think that's more of a level that's unique that was the big draw of 64 and why I think it's so good is that they took the same level and you do so many different things
Yeah.
within the same each level, and that
That's
one's
true.
a really good one that
It is- yeah, it's a good
pulls
example of that.
Yeah, it pulls that genre of it out.
And on top, I feel like this also might have been inspired by one of the worlds in Super Mario Bros. 3. Remember, it's either world like 3, 4, or 5 where it's basically that all of the enemies are giant.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I do remember that. I still, like I said, I personally.
So you want to put it below TikTok
I would
Clock?
put it below TikTok Clock just because, like I said, I'm a challenge
I'm fine with
guy
that.
over a puzzle guy.
I'm fine with that.
So platform.
Also, like
prevail.
like thematically, this isn't super unique.
Yeah.
Like the draw, the unique part is the gimmick, the mechanic
Yeah.
behind it, but it's not like aesthetically. It's just an island.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. And the clock, the concept of the clock is really cool.
Yeah. All right, so I will put that above Big Boo's Haunt, but below TikTok Clock. All right, so we got Shifting Sandland, Lethal Lava Land, TikTok Clock, Tiny Huge Island, Big Boo's Haunt, Wet Dry World, and Dire Dock sitting pretty at
Excuse
right at the
me,
bottom.
it's Dire
Dire
Docks.
Docks.
Oh, here we go. Rainbow Ride.
Oh,
is the next one we're gonna talk
okay.
about.
This well, let's. I want to see what you have to say about this. You start. You start.
So, unfortunately, this one I remember this a little bit better than the other one.
Really, you don't?
But I remember not liking this one when I was a kid.
That's fair. This
not at
okay.
all.
So
I feel like this level is why I don't like Rainbow Road at the same time as well. Mario Kart. I hate Rainbow
dude,
Road.
Rainbow Road's fucking awesome.
No,
I
don't
love it.
Don't talk to me about Rainbow Road. It's so obnoxious.
It ruins friendships, but
It totally ruins
it's so
friendships.
much fun.
It's
So
Mario
pretty.
Party, it's Mario Party condensed down into a 1D
Dude,
track.
rainbow in space.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, perfect. I feel like I'm on the logo of the Reading Rainbow.
So Rainbow Ride, this is one that is basically entirely just. It's designed for the challenge. It's just floating platforms.
Yeah,
They're not trying to. They're not trying to build a cohesive world.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just like
it's literally
there's,
just
like,
like floating
random
platforms,
in
like
space.
spikes and like
I do
flying
remember
out
now.
at you.
Yeah.
The main thing is that you have to jump on the magic carpet and it flies you all around.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the main thing about this level.
Actually, that is coming back to
So-
a little bit. I still remember. I definitely was bad at this. I remember
this
my
is-
brother being better at this.
Honestly,
than me.
this is probably the hardest, one of the hardest, if not the hardest level in this game.
Yeah, to do. Yeah.
And the main, I'm gonna say the main reason for that, and it's not really a good reason. It's almost, I don't want to call it artificial difficulty, but it's the kind of difficulty where it's only frustrating because since everything is floating, if you miss
And once you
one
gotta start
jump,
over again.
you get
Yeah.
booted out of the level.
Yeah.
You got to jump back in. You got to get back to where you were.
I do remember that.
Like that's not like
it's annoying.
Yeah, it is a little
it
annoying.
it asks for perfection of.
Yeah.
Like it's literally
it's perfection the first time, otherwise you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's annoying. So like from like a speedrunning point of view, it's like, oh, nice, easy.
Yeah.
But from like a casual, when you're 9 playing the game, you're like, damn it. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
remember you saying that.
and
Darn it.
friggin' Super Mario 64, like the controls, you can like sometimes just barely tilt one way,
Oh my
and you
God.
fucking dart all the way over there.
Dude, that especially compared to what joysticks are now.
Yeah,
God,
it's
I'm so
yeah
happy
the
joysticks are
N64
better.
controller. Come on.
The N64 joysticks are rough. Definitely
So
rough.
so I would say thematically it's pretty cool because there is like there's a giant floating ship. You're doing a magic
Oh
carpet.
yeah, my God! Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yep.
Okay, it is coming. You're
It's
crashing
coming
into
back.
My head. Yeah, you're crashing this into my head. Still didn't like it,
But it's
correct on
it's
that.
still basically there's one rainbow track that goes pretty much throughout the entire level.
Yeah.
And along the way there are a bunch of random floating challenge sections.
things to do
know.
in between the track.
So aesthetically it's cool, thematically it's pretty cool. challenge wise, like even the platforming stuff is cool and designed pretty well, but it's mainly because it's frustrating and it's, I don't know how I'm trying to say this. It's not like Tick-Tock Clock where the platforming challenges are designed in a very smart and intuitive way that fits with the theme of the level and also is a good challenge for you. It's just
I think the oh my god,
it's just
the punishment of not getting it right is too annoying.
It is too annoying, and just it's not overly complex. It's just, hey, let's just have a bunch of floating platforms.
Yeah.
And that's why it's going to be hard.
Exactly, yeah.
So
it's like it's almost too basic of a thing of the gimmick. Like the overall gimmick of it is just like annoying.
Yeah.
Like nobody's ever is like looking forward to doing that.
Yeah.
Where like Tick-Tock Clock is just cool to go up.
It is. It's just really cool.
Yeah. So I would say I would.
Yeah.
Put
What do you want to say? What do you think?
I think I would want to put it. I think still. I don't know if I want to put it below Big Boo's Haunt or not. Personally, that's kind of where I want to put it. Is between Big Boo's Haunt and Wet Dry World right now. Is where I'm thinking.
I would say above Big Boo's Haunt.
In between Tiny Huge Island and
yeah.
Tiny Huge Island. That was the only other spot I was just debating now. That's pretty much where I was.
I want to put it there, I think. Okay. Are you alright with that?
I could agree to that. Because like the only reason why I would pick Big Boo's Haunt a little bit more over it was just because it's easier to navigate and maneuver in that area. But I think Rainbow Ride as a level design is definitely more used and utilized compared to Big Boo's Haunt.
Yes. It's like, as much as I'm saying it's almost overly simplistic, it is still really cool that you're riding a magic carpet on a rainbow.
Definitely.
And that is the challenge, is basically getting from point A to point B.
Yeah, definitely. You have to give some respect to the difficulty of it.
Especially when, you think of the jump from 2D to 3D, and there are plenty of 2D Mario levels are basically just like, there's a bunch of platforms, it's really hard.
Time it, yeah.
This is a really good 3D realization of that, I feel like.
Yeah, actually, definitely.
Alright. So, you want to draw the next one? Or
yeah, definitely. Yeah, so now the official is going to be Shifting Sandland, Lethal Lava Land, Tick-Tock Clock, Tiny Huge Island, Rainbow Ride, Big Boo's Haunt, Wet Dry World, and Dire Docks being the last one so far.
Sitting right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom.
Might not recover, who knows?
We'll see. Couldn't. Now, shout-outs to my friend Mountain. This is cool mountain.
Cool.
The next comma
cool mountain.
Cool.
It's cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Mountain.
It's pretty cool.
So, cool mountain.
This is isn't there? Hold on, just to make sure I'm not going crazy. Is this the penguin one or not the penguin one? This is the penguin one. Okay, then actually, I thought the snowman one was the penguin one.
No. The snowman. So there are two snow levels, and I think this is by far the superior snow level.
Okay. Because I was going to say, I love the penguin level more than whatever the other snow level was. I couldn't remember what the names were.
No one can.
Yeah, that's so good.
That's fun.
Yeah.
This is a fun level.
Sliding down the ice is so fun.
So this is one.
This has the internal one, right, with the cat and you race the penguin at the very top.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, definitely. We're putting
you jump. You jump in the.
Needed at the top. Yeah.
You jump in the chimney and then you race
down.
Yep. Oh, and then there's the snowman lost his head, where you basically just have to push it down and slide down with it.
Yeah.
So this. Hold on, let me put Rainbow Ride back where it belongs. I'm a little behind the curve.
Discombobulated.
Yeah. All right. This level. The big perks for this are that thematically it's cool. It's basically just a big snowy mountain.
Yeah.
It's not overly complex, but it's cool.
But they put enough effort into it.
And there are a lot of really fun moments in this. Yeah. I feel like this is really memorable, and it's very fun. And it's one of the earliest levels that you play.
Yes.
Because it's on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
Or the ground floor.
I was going to say, I think Cool Mountain is like one of the best examples of a stage that fully utilizes the entire block or chunk that it's in. Unlike Big Boo's Haunt or something like that, where there's like a lot of like empty space. I think this one there's. I remember falling down the mountain in different areas to try to get to certain areas and stuff like that. Unless I'm pretty sure most of it is used pretty well.
There are
unless it's maybe like hybrid.
no, for the most part, I do think you're right. But like, there's this, even just this clip right here. This is right after you get off the sliding down outside.
Okay, yeah.
The snowman's over here, and this is kind of just like a big area of snow. There's not really anything
really?
here.
I guess maybe I'm picturing that shorter than what it is. I think I know what you're talking about because
It is
it's like
well,
down below here, right?
It is used pretty. The area that it does use is pretty well. But one thing I do find a little weird about this is that it's a mountain, and you never go on the backside of the mountain.
Oh,
You're
really?
basically.
Oh yeah, you're only.
You're
on, like,
pretty much just on one side.
Yeah,
of it.
one plane of it.
Which
yeah.
like that's not really that big of a deal, but it's just.
Could have been used better.
And to be fair, like
I guess
if
actually,
they
yeah,
did,
you're right. I didn't think about that.
if they did put something on the other side, that might be a little too big.
Yeah.
You know.
Probably too big for the N64 to handle.
Yeah, but the other thing I was gonna say about this level is that there's not really. I don't think there's really anything that's level design wise. There's nothing that's really super creative or overly challenging.
Dare you say that Penguin
Like-
Race wasn't challenging?
Well, it's not. You know what I mean, though. It's not like a TikTok clock where it's like intuitive, cool
Yeah,
platform
I see what
design.
you're
It's
saying,
basically
yeah.
just let's slide down this thing.
Sliding's the gimmick, and you can't make it that
Yeah,
complicated.
and even some of the missions like bring the penguin to its mama.
Yeah,
There are
but
two-
I love that though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's memorable, it's fun, but it's not like,
but it's like man,
gameplay wise.
yeah,
it's just
okay.
picking up a penguin.
I see
And,
what you're saying. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I definitely see what you're saying.
Like
with that.
2 of the stars are wasted on the slide. You get 2 stars from that because the first one you just got to get to the end.
Yeah.
The second one you got to beat the penguin.
Yeah, we should just get it to the end again.
Yeah.
So
Just getting to the end faster.
yeah,
Then there's the red coin one.
yeah.
There is one area that's cool that you have to like cannon off to. It's like kind of down below. I don't know if you remember that.
Maybe.
It's just
I'm
like
thinking of the other like
the other snowman.
Yeah,
world.
maybe. Well, no, I was just thinking with cannons. I was thinking of the first area,
Yeah,
the bomb
yeah.
area.
But it's definitely a cool level.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. So I would put it in between Tiny Huge Island and TikTok Clock. Then, in my opinion, I think, or potentially TikTok Clock, the Cool Mountain, Lethal Lava Land. But I would still say right now the 2 shell servers are the top 2 for me still.
I don't think
Everything.
I don't think I'm down for putting Cool Mountain over TikTok.
TikTok Clock, yeah.
I'm fine. I'm definitely good putting it over Tiny Huge Island.
Yeah, I can respect that.
That's a good.
Good position.
That's a nice spot.
Yeah.
It's an early level
that's a cozy spot.
This leaves a really good impression for being like realistically probably it's either the second, third, or fourth level you'll play.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah. And it's a good one. It's
Yeah.
it's a B tier.
And it's also, it's not overly easy because it is one where, it's slippery
And it's
and
annoying.
you could
slide
fall
down.
off.
Yeah.
Especially doing the slide.
Yeah, exactly.
People die on that slide so many times. So Cool Mountain is going below TikTok Clock. So we got Shifting Sandland number 1, then Lethal Lava Land, TikTok Clock, Cool Mountain, Tiny Huge Island, Rainbow Ride, Big Boo's Haunt, Wet Dry World, Dire Docks.
And the next one.
The next one is going to be Womp's Fortress.
Oh.
Womp's Fortress. So
This is another one that I think I was like almost combining in my head with Tall Mountain. Oh yeah.
You get to the normally when you get
to
up
jump to the very
here,
top, right?
Normally when you get up here, this little castle isn't here. This is in the first level.
Yeah.
You get to the top and the big womp is there. And he
Yeah.
falls
Yeah.
on
And
you.
he falls. Yeah. Okay.
What do you think about this one?
This one.
Do you,
if I
do you remember it that much?
This one, no. So
Okay.
is this the one that had? Is this the one where all the? I might be thinking of Bomb Island yet. Is this the one that had all the black like giant cannonballs that were rolling down the mountain? On you?
No, that's Bob-on
That is
Battlefield.
Bomb on Battlefield. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm like getting it mixed up with. So this one kind of like Rainbow Ride. I would probably want to more defer to like your opinion overall. Of
Okay,
It.
so I think Womp's Fortress is basically the first. So the first level is Bob-on Battlefield. It's a great first level.
Yes.
It's a perfect area for you to explore what Mario can do.
Yeah, yep.
See how he interacts with certain environments. Make your way up to the top. See how he interacts with enemies, whatnot.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I think of that as intro level A,
Yeah.
and I think of Womp's Fortress as intro level B.
Okay.
This is kind of, to me, where it's similar, but it's a lot more condensed. There's not really open fields to run around in.
Yeah.
There's a lot more areas like these little pits and over here where you can fall off. It's a little bit tougher. But it is still an ascent, and there's still,
So a boss at the very, very top.
there's a boss at the very top, which is cool, and, it's not overly hard, but it's challenging enough.
Yeah.
Do you not remember, like, either over here or over here,
Is it
the
like-
piranha plants are asleep, and you gotta sneak by them?
Yeah, like and they're like engraved into the side of the mountain, right?
Yeah, kind of, like over here, right here.
Yeah, they're like in the mountain, and like if you wake them up, they push out. No, I'm thinking.
No.
Okay,
They're just kind of sitting there, and it's playing the quiet music, and there's a sleep bubble. You just gotta like sneak past them.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, they'll wake up and start chomping at you.
No, I actually don't remember. Yeah, definitely this one. Unfortunately, I don't remember as much.
So the other, it's not. It's just like a fortress, so it's kind of simple in its design, and it's not overly hard. But this is, I think, another one where the missions are kind of unique enough where I
Still like that.
I appreciate it a little better. Like, there's the one where you got to get to the top, and then there's a boss battle. Boss battles are always fun.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's the only boss battle really like that in the game. There's another one where you got to get to the very top after that. There's another one where you got to open a cannon, and over here you need to shoot yourself into the corner of the wall and blow it up, and a star comes out. Do you remember that?
I kind of do. That sounds familiar.
It's kind of
I like remember. I feel like I'm really mixing it with Bomb Battlefield.
Yeah.
I like remember. I feel like I remember that in Bomb Battlefield, but no.
To be fair, that is kind of it was a little cryptic, but
Yeah.
like I think it's kind of cool. Maybe I'm putting this one up on a pedal a little bit too much, but I feel like this is a really good supplemental level to Bob on Battlefield, because Bob on Battlefield is a very good first level for a video game.
Yeah.
Because it's forgiving and it's very exploratory, and also there is some thoughtful like platforming challenges there.
Yeah.
But I feel like this one is a good example of like,
alright, now you played the game. This is your test.
Here's
and you do these.
Here's a perfect example of what I mean. I feel like these almost perfectly exemplify kind of the two types of levels that you're gonna be in. One is Bob on Battlefield, which is kind of like more expansive. It's more, there's more stuff to do going around, and this one is more of the condensed floating island type level.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's just like a biggish puzzle filled with minier puzzles that you do.
Yeah.
And as you're going up through it, you're completing a chunk of it.
Yeah. So I guess.
So it sounds like that's kind of similar to Tiny Huge Island. So do you overall enjoy it more or less than Tiny Huge Island? Because that's where I would put it then. Like from the little bit, I would probably say put it between Rainbow Ride and Tiny Huge Island, in my opinion. Because
I'll do that.
I still think Tiny Huge Island, just from the gimmick of going big and small,
it's a little more creative,
more of a fun level.
It is more expansive.
Yeah.
Womp's Fortress, like there's not a ton to it.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of draw to it. I just think it's a kind of a smart design level.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm waxing poetic on it so much, honestly.
It's okay.
I just think it's pretty cool. So we'll put that below Tiny Huge Island.
So we're more than halfway done already. We have what, I think 5 left? No?
Yep, 5 left.
5 left.
5 left.
And we still haven't gotten to the worst one. So
yeah.
All right, and now
Let's
are
see.
going to Bomb on Battlefield. We were just talking about the obvious beginner number first level. This one I do remember very, very fondly. I want to put this one really high up, honestly.
Okay, all right.
So I want to listen. I will probably keep the top 2. I honestly want to put this either second or third. I want to put it above, or I want to put it above TikTok clock. I think it's above TikTok clock. Only for
you're gonna have to convince me, man.
So for a couple big reasons. One, the nostalgia factor of it being like the iconic level of my
Can't argue with that. This is the level that everyone remembers.
Iconic level. I loved there are so many different things that you do with the level. Like I remember when I was a kid, the chain chomp being like super difficult at first to me. There was the whole little cannon thing shooting off. This is also where you do the cap thing, if I remember correctly, right?
The cap thing?
Wait,
the wing cap.
Yeah, the wing cap. Yeah. There's the whole Bob-omb fight. I remember going to the other chunk with like the little fallen boulder area, doing the red coins. Like I remember, like that one. I felt like what I liked about it is that you had to spend a lot of time as the first level, and it kind of really got you into like the Mario 64 mode.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. Where I think because of how fun it was, like the actual fun, like this is the stage that brings you into wanting to keep playing the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if Tick-Tock Clock was the first one you had to play and you didn't know how to play
it.
Yeah. You'd just be Dark Souls level. No, we want to play it.
That is, I gotta tip my hat to the designers over at Nintendo, because it is really, a lot of older games have that issue where it's like the difficulty level is too hard for a modern audience or someone younger, or maybe someone this is their first video game. Bob-omb Battlefield is perfectly designed for...
It's just forgiving enough that all it does is make you run back up something too.
Yeah,
besides when you're going at the mountain, where
that's
like,
true.
That's not like annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving around, which is cool.
The only way you can really die in this is if you like get hit by too many enemies.
Yeah, exactly.
And the enemies in there aren't overly complex. There's a Koopa, so you can shell around. There's a bunch of Goombas.
And the race with the Koopa too.
Koopa the Quick.
Yeah, Koopa the Quick. Oh
that's
my
a good one.
Koopa the Quick. See, that was such a fun one too.
That is a good one.
And that like almost transformed the map without changing anything. Like it felt like a different map as you're racing.
You're totally right.
Koopa,
it becomes. It's not just like an expansive exploratory thing. Now it's like, how do I get there the fastest way possible?
Exactly. It was the early birth for speedrunners.
Yeah, introducing people to speedrunning.
Secretly, like Nintendo started it all.
That's pretty nuts.
And obviously, like, it's not because it's still a pretty small map, but, like, if I had to pick almost any level that if they somehow just made, like,
it's
game,
really...
like, just a one, like, if they made a game called Bob-omb Battlefield, like, like, that, like, literally almost becomes its own little game.
That's true.
There's so many things you can do, which I
The space is all utilized really well.
Very, very well. I also love the mustache on the King Bob-omb.
Yeah, like, King Bob-omb is dope.
That bomb mustache is desirable.
All right,
and that's why but my love of shell surfing, I cannot put it. I can't tell if I want to put it above Lethal Lava Land.
Okay,
I don't know if I want to.
Don't you better not. It's
how dare you?
So you now. What's your proposal?
Right now, I'm proposing that we put it above TikTok.
Above Tick-Tock Clock, below Lethal Lava Land.
Yeah, I don't think this merit is worthy enough to get rid of one of the shell ones.
So. This might just be who I am as a gamer.
Yeah,
TM.
Fundamentally wrong. Yeah.
A gamer, a quote gamer unquote TM, copyrighted.
Gamers here.
This might just be the way I am, but I don't think, nostalgia factor aside, because that is definitely a bonus for this one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That already puts it above at least half of the list, just because this has so much clout behind it.
Yeah.
Aside from that, intro levels specifically, I feel like I am not as emotionally attached to intro levels as a lot of people are.
Really?
I feel like the intro level is something that you really have to nail. Mm-hmm. And this really does nail it. I'm not going to lie. This is honestly this could be one of the best intro levels of all time.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because it's perfectly designed for you to explore, for you to interact with enemies, interact with different...
a little bit.
It's not too challenging. Like, you can spend plenty of time just going to dick around, doing whatever. You can go shell surf. You can do whatever without having to complete the level and without dying. But I feel like at a certain point, once you get to the higher caliber levels, the ones that are designed specifically to provide you with a smart, challenging level, I feel like that's when you get to the next step.
When it's enjoying a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like not just enjoying a game, but of quote unquote better level design. Okay. I suppose.
Yeah.
To me, once you get to those higher caliber ones that are more thought out, a little bit more challenging, a little bit more thematically cohesive, those are the ones where I'm like, that puts it up a notch. That's what makes this good. But Bob-omb Battlefield, to me, think of it this way. If I fired up that N64, funny enough, there's an N64 literally in front of us right now.
Yes, exactly.
If I fired up that N64 and we played Bob-omb Battlefield, we're not going to be in amazement because we know Bob-omb
Yeah,
Battlefield.
that's fair. And I would still be confused
And
by
we're
parts
both-
of TikTok clock.
Yeah, and we're both, like, we're at the point where we're both, I would say, good at video games, good at
Yeah.
least some video games
Definitely,
now.
yeah.
So at that point, it loses its charm.
Okay,
It's
I could-
absolutely still there for all those other intro people.
Yeah.
Even if we did fire it up, we would be like, "This is so much fun. We haven't played this in
You
a long
remember doing
time.
this? Yeah,
you
yeah,
remember
yeah.
doing this?"
Yeah.
But after we did like 1 or 2 missions, we would be like, "All right, let's go to another world." You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a very fair point. I could.
We're not gonna
I could
want-
easily see me doing.
We're not going to want to spend all of our. If we had an hour to play Super Mario 64, we're not going to spend the whole
all 6
hour in
missions,
Bob-omb
yeah.
Battlefield.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
That's a good point. I could see that. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be sand surfing and sandy.
Exactly.
Whatever its name is. Shifting sands.
So,
yeah.
it-
Okay.
for,
Yeah. You know. Okay. All right.
for that reason,
I'll submit. I'll give it. I'll say number 4. Better than Kugel Mountain though.
okay,
Better than
that's
Kugel
fa-
Mountain.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think
that's
better,
good.
at least better than Kugel Mountain.
That's good.
We got 4
So,
left, guys.
4 left, 3 left, 4 left.
Four
you're
left.
right.
4 left.
All right, next one. Snowman's Land.
Snowman's Land.
This
okay,
is-
the other ice.
This is the other ice level, and that is exactly the perfect way to classify it. It's the other.
Oh
one.
yeah, it just I don't remember it as much.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's not that great. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna say better than Dire Dire Docks, not as good as Wet Dry. I want to either put this second to last or third to last.
That's exactly where I was thinking about. I
So-
think Boo's Mansion definitely beats it.
This is basically
Remind me
part
a
of the
little bit
reason
about it.
Okay, so you start off outside. It's really not that much to it. It's a big ring around, and this is the gimmick is you just got to get to the top of the snowman, and up here he can blow you off.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
Other than
okay.
that, there's a frozen lake over here with an ice bully.
Yep,
So that's got
yep.
a cute little mini boss
Yep,
type thing.
slide around with that.
There is a little subworld, but it's just a room
Yep.
that's filled with ice, and you gotta get the invisibility cap and run through the ice.
Oh yeah. Okay. I do. I remember. I know what you're talking about now with the lack of it. I would honestly put it. I think Wet Dry World would beat that. I think there's more to do and more of a funner challenge in Wet Dry World with the
With
water
changing
level
the water level?
Yeah, that was a little bit more
Okay.
complex, and you had to think about the entire level a little bit more.
Yeah.
In comparison to
You really do.
Snowman's Land.
Snowman's Land, it's kind of.
I feel like that was definitely like a throwaway level for them.
You know what another big thing about it too is that Wet Dry World and Snowman's Land are on the same level of Peach's Castle. They're on the same floor.
Yeah.
So realistically, you would be getting to them right around the exact same
Same rate,
time.
yeah.
Snowman's Land to me, both difficulty wise and design wise, feels almost like an intro level.
Yeah, like an intro.
So it's like, why are you throwing this at me
Now,
when I just got to?
It's almost like they should have switched the positioning of Cool Mountain and Snowman's Land in terms of like
Well,
if you wanted ice.
I don't think so, because Cool Mountain I don't think is very hard.
I guess, yeah, but there's more. But it was just like an overall better.
It is better.
No, you're right. I could.
It
see
is
that.
better,
Never
but-
mind, never mind. Just from the difficulty aspect of it, it really is
Yeah.
that hard. So that
But
makes
but
sense to keep it early.
even if you're comparing it directly to Wet Dry World has those guys that they look like wind-up toys, and they have like trays
Yeah,
where if you stand on them, they
yeah,
fling you
yeah.
back. And then there's water, so you can always drown. There's one of the Chuckster guys at the top, the purple guys that can grab you and just throws you.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that too. Yeah.
Yeah, and Wet Dry World has the sub area with the little city. So
Yeah, which is already just a benefit. So
already
yeah,
cool.
I think Snowman's Land.
so
second to
Snowman's
last.
Land better than Dire Dire Docks.
Still better than Dire
Yeah,
Dire Docks,
absolutely.
yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next one.
All right.
3 left.
3 left. Still haven't gotten to the worst one. All right.
We'll
Oh, here it is. Cool. It's burning my skin. Jolly Roger Bay. Bottom
Jolly
of the
Roger
list.
Bay.
Next.
okay.
Bottom of the list.
No.
Screw the eel. I'm so against
I'm
this.
telling you,
So against this.
I'm gonna try and argue that Jolly Roger Bay should go second to last, not last.
This is a big chump.
Not
So,
last.
he's still, so
So okay, so we're talking about the other.
the other water level. The
Dire Dire Docks is the other water level.
you think so?
Jolly
I guess
Roger
Jolly
Bay.
Roger definitely is the
First
main
of
water level.
all, just when you're talking about getting to the levels in Peach's Castle,
Mm.
Dire Dire Docks is a level that is overshadowed by the Bowser level.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you remember, this is the level that's right next to the second Bowser level. You walk down a hallway,
Yeah.
and at first, you can see, you know the little chute that you drop down to
Yeah.
get to the Bowser level?
Yeah.
Before you get there, there's like a basically just wall of water. It doesn't even have a painting.
Yeah.
There's just a
I
wall
do
of water.
Yeah, I do remember
And you
that.
have to, it's called like getting board Bowser's submarine is the first level of Dire Dire Docks.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do that one first, and then you unlock the Bowser level, which is in my opinion the best Bowser level.
The second
It's
one?
it's the Bowser in the, maybe not the best, but whatever. It's a cool one. It's the lava one.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought you were talking
so
about. Not
once
the
you beat the
crazy
first level of Dire Dire Docks, that wall of water recedes behind the chute,
Yeah.
so that you have free reign to jump into the Bowser level. Naturally, the first thing you're going to do is jump into the Bowser level
Yeah.
and beat it. And then you're going to get the key or the star or whatever, and then you're going to be like, let's go upstairs. Let's do all the other levels.
Yeah, but
And you're going to be like, fuck Dire... No, because at that point it's behind, so you don't
Oh, you
really...
don't actually have to do it, yeah.
So at that point you're like, fuck this shit. I already played a water level on the first floor. Let me go upstairs and do some cooler ones. And Jolly Roger Bay, it's one of the intro levels, and it has its own room with fish tanks, and it's a big ass picture of a ship.
I mean, you're not help see what
It's-
again my own personal bias against all underwater levels. Like I mean, I guess honestly.
Okay, so all right, they're both underwater levels, but Dire Dire Docks literally drops you straight into water, and you have to go down. Jolly Roger Bay drops you on a beach.
The beach, yeah, and you have to jump.
There's
in.
some land.
Yeah.
And if you want,
Is the
you can
eel in
go.
both?
No, the eel is just
only,
in Jolly
only
Roger
that's
Bay.
what I thought. It was only in Jolly Roger.
Also, you might hate the eel. A lot of people love the eel.
Listen, the eel is trash. Okay,
The eel is scary, but
It is incredibly scary. I still freaks me out to this day.
That's fair.
I hate all deep water things. Like the quickest tangent ever. I'm playing Shadows of Colossus right now on my PS4. They did an updated remaster of that,
Hell
which
yeah.
is like a big game of like
That's
you fight
one-
these giant creatures.
yeah, that's on my list.
One of them is an eel in the water,
Ooh.
and you are literally like. I can't even like you can't see this podcast, but you're very tiny.
He's pinching
okay?
his fingers so small.
It's very tiny, and you have to sit in dark, murky HD water as you see just glowing eyes slithering underneath you, and
Yeah.
all it does is rise up. And oh god, it literally like my heart is pounding right now thinking about it. You don't understand. I mean, again, don't get me wrong. Although from what you just said, and actually, I will take my personal fear out of this for a moment. You are absolutely right. Definitely that map, Jolly Roger Bay, definitely is more of a complete
Yeah.
level
It's-
compared to
there's
Dire
more-
Box.
yes,
The fact that you just
yes.
get thrown into it, that's a very fair point. As
And
well
it's
as
got-
yeah, I'll put it second to last for that.
And it's just, I just think Jolly Roger Bay is it's a little cooler, and I think the
more
missions are
complete.
marginally better. Yeah.
Yeah. Would
So-
you put it over Snowman's Land though? The more we talk about it, my personal fear side of it, I think the level's more complete than Snowman's Land.
Snowman's Land and Jolly Roger Bay.
I don't want to give it any more respect than it deserves because of the eel, but I do want to take my own little bias out of it just from
So-
level concept design. I think that is a cooler, like a better level overall than Snowman's Land.
I don't know.
Because
They're kind of neck and neck for me.
No, exactly. But I think overall, I think as an average video gamer, I think you might have more fun in
With Jolly Roger Bay
Like
than
also,
Snowman's Land?
Like yeah, and also I would say in a weird way, like out of all of the normal land type levels or the water levels, they'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, I like Jolly Roger Bay. The snow levels, oh, I like Cool Cool Mountain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like Jolly Roger Bay should be. I think it should be.
See, yeah,
a
Snowman.
little bit above.
So that makes sense then. That our bottom two would
Or
be
the others.
It would be the others, the
Yeah.
other levels. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm down.
I think I actually.
Jolly Roger Bay third to last.
Yeah, still was walking in here saying
Yeah,
that was the worst
still-
one, but I guess the more we talk about it,
Yeah.
I actually can change.
That's
that.
okay. We
That's what debates are for.
we bumped it up.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Jolly Roger. I guarantee there's people out there that love Jolly Roger Bay. You know,
And they're all nuts.
they're all just
They're
so
all sickos.
so stupid. All right. Next one, Hazy Maze Cave.
Ooh. So this is unfortunately also one of the other ones that I like looking at the
You're-
pictures and honestly does not jog almost any memory at all
So
for me.
the funny thing about that is, I think this out of almost every, this. I don't think I would put it down with the others.
Yeah.
But it has kind of that same factor where this is one of the ones that so many people forget.
Yeah.
Just because it's look at this map. That's supposed to be a map of the level. It's very big. It's very
Yeah.
sprawling, and it's a pain in the ass to get to.
through.
Let me see if I can jog your memory. Kind of. You start off here, and the path forks. There is a big room where there's like a control panel platform where you step on the arrows and it moves it.
Okay.
And do you remember Plessy? This is the one that has Plessy, where you go underground, and there's the underwater. There's the water cavern that has Plessy.
Yeah. Oh my god.
no,
I do remember.
Dory.
Dory. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Plessy
Dory.
sounds. What's Plessy?
Plessy's from 3D World, I think.
Oh,
Super
it
Mario
is.
3D
Yeah,
World.
you're right. It is.
Dory.
Yeah, Dory. Yeah, actually, that does.
But it's the
I
one
do
where you got to
remember
jump
that.
on her back and you got to like ground
Yep.
pound and.
Yep, I do remember that actually. Oh my god.
That's my favorite. I think
of
that's
it,
the
yeah.
best part of the
Of
level.
cave, yeah.
I think this level is designed pretty well, and it's pretty challenging. But the problem is, it's just so forgettable,
And
and
annoying.
there are some parts that are frustrating.
Yeah.
Like there's also a section where it's just a bunch of hallways, and there's like a yellow poisonous gas.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you remember
yeah,
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember that too.
Yeah.
Wow, you actually are reminding me more of this level than I thought I remembered.
And then there's the section. If you go left from here, it's basically just like a cavern, but that's another area where there's like boulders that are falling down.
Yeah.
And there's like a big empty pit in the middle.
Okay.
I want to. All right, let's see what we got.
So
in terms of the list.
So from what I'm remembering now, because
It's-
looking at this
it's-
picture, it literally looks like this is like a
It's
mod
so
of
generic.
Super Mario Party,
Yeah.
and so or Super Mario 64, and somebody made it,
Yeah.
like a community created level, like
It's really not. It's kind of forgettable and it's a little sprawling, but at the same time, there are some cool things in
Yeah.
there. But the problem is that they're few and far between, really.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a while to get to them. It's almost like traversing the level itself is the most annoying part.
yeah, and
because
that's
it's
just
very
not a good
big.
thing to say in a level.
But the level elements that are in there, I think, are pretty cool.
So it kind of seems like so our big tipping point line has been: is it better or worse than Big Boo's Haunt?
That's our metric.
That's been our metric so
All right,
far, and
better or worse than Big Boo's Haunt?
that's definitely. I mean, that's definitely where we've been our line of it.
Seems to be.
So I would say I definitely remember Big Boo's Haunt more, so I want to give it a slight edge overall. And I think that was if I only had if I for whatever reason was at a place where it's you get to play one Super Mario level 64 stage out of these two, which one would you want to play? I would want to play
Big Boo's Haunt. Okay. Over Hazy Maze Cave.
Yeah.
I would too.
That's exactly.
You're definitely right.
Yeah, I think if I had to look at it that way, I would put it I would say
Okay.
what Dry World or Hazy Maze Cave. I'd be I don't want to play either, but
I would play
guess
Hazy
I'll do
Maze Cave.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a perfect explanation for that.
Yeah. You're welcome.
That's a good spot. You just made me realize you guys couldn't see the gears turning in my head as he was saying that, but it was that's perfect. Hazy Maze Cave is going below Big Boo's Haunt, above Wet Dry World.
Yeah, and I think we have one left.
Not too bad. We do. We have one left.
And it is. Let's see, for anybody that's good at remembering things, I'm going to give a quick little pause to see if you can call it out first, to see if you remember which one we've not talked about yet. It's one of the last of the remaining comma pros. It is the tall mountain.
tall,
This mountain is
comma,
tall. It's
tall mountain.
Tall.
It's
okay?
tall
Yeah,
mountain.
it's one of those things where, for whatever reason, in the English language, if you just say the same word again,
Yeah.
it somehow becomes its own thing.
They really needed us to know that it's
Yeah.
tall.
So if I say there's a tall mountain, but if I say there's a tall mountain, all of a sudden your perspective of it has totally changed.
Yeah.
Which is really funny to me.
So I want to go right off the bat and say that this is a fun level.
I think so
It's
too.
a cool level, and I would say it fits right around here.
Yeah.
With the other
The
mountain,
upper
island, and
echelon-y.
fortress.
Yes. Yeah.
But it is
The tall peaks. I want to say
structurally, it's very similar to Cool Cool Mountain, Tiny Huge Island, and Womp's Fortress.
So I was just about to say, I would say right now, before even really debating, I would want to put it between Tiny Huge Island and Cool Cool Mountain, in my opinion. I think it's definitely better than Tiny Huge Island and better than Womp's Fortress.
Okay.
But I think even though Cool Cool Mountain's easier, I think
Yep.
Cool Cool Mountain's an overall more enjoyable experience compared to Tall Mountain. Because if I remember correctly, Tall Mountain's a little bit later on in the game, right?
Tall Mountain is the
Midway.
second floor.
Second floor, yeah. So yeah, kind of getting midway.
Yeah, it's later. It's past. It's after you do the ground floor, after you do the basement. Then
Yeah. So I would say overall, I think Kukla Mountain, mostly because of when you play it, you enjoy it more.
It's a
I
little
feel like
bit-
if
okay.
you're if you're kind of playing the game, let's
It has
say
a
you're
little
playing
more
in a
sway.
huge succession. Once you get to Tall Tall Mountain, it's like one of those stages where you're kind of like almost on.
Let's keep going.
On like autopilot, yeah. You're
Yeah.
almost on your you just kind of I got to get through this
That's fair.
kind of thing. And there's not really. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's not like a really big, unique thing about Tall Tall Mountain that draws me in.
Oh
that I can
well.
remember.
Aside from the fact that it is a tall mountain.
You are right. They did use couscous. It was so nice. They said it twice.
I'm trying to think. Actually, this I believe is the only level that has ukikis.
There's
the monkeys.
64, yeah, the monkeys.
They steal your hat too.
Oh yeah, they do. Oh my god!
Yep.
Wow, that was 64. Holy crap!
Wait,
Yeah,
am
I
I
didn't think of
actually?
that.
Are there ones in Tiny Huge Island? I don't think so.
No, I think
I might be wrong, but I think Tall Tall
I
Mountain is
actually
the
don't
only
remember
one.
them being ukikis in
So
64.
so there's the one that steals your hat. It's kind of cool because it's very. There are a lot of levels where it's kind of like you circle one peak
Yeah.
and get there, but this being tall mountain, I think this is the essence of those levels
Yeah.
because it's bigger. It's a much longer ascent.
It's a taller ascent.
Because of that, they're able to kind of section it off into chunks that all have their own unique thing.
Okay.
Like the first area's got you can see some of the mushrooms, some of the big tall mushrooms.
Oh, I do remember
And
that.
then you
yeah.
get to the area where there's Monty Moles and
Yeah.
you can climb up some vines and
Yeah.
stuff. And that's also a cool thing is that a lot of these levels where you ascend a peak, where you spiral around a peak, they're pretty linear. You just follow the path. And that's slightly true with this one too, but there's deviation.
Yeah.
You get to that point and it's like I can go up these vines and start from here, or I can just keep going around. And then there's
you get a little bit more
then
choice
there's a
with it,
chuckster, and then there's a big gap with a waterfall, and then you find the first Ukiki who steals your hat,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a little. I think there might be a star with him, and then there's a little log rolling thing, and then once you get higher up, there is another Ukiki up here, and you have to catch him, and then he shows you the star.
Oh yeah,
At
I
the
do.
peak.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Okay.
So I think this one has some pretty cool
Yeah,
missions.
actually, you reminded me more of it than I kind of glazed over a lot of that. In my
that's the
head.
thing. If we're talking about right now, I would say it's kind of neck and neck with Tiny Huge Island for me.
Yeah. Okay.
If we're comparing these two, I think Tall Tall Mountain does that ascent better, and I
Better.
think it sections off the areas better. But Tiny Huge Island has the more pulling gimmick.
Yeah, the more complex gimmick with
So-
the two.
Another perk that I want to say for Tall Tall Mountain is I don't remember if it's the last mission or the second to last mission, but there's a secret slide. It's one of the missions. I totally didn't remember until I was looking at these.
Mm-hmm.
There is a secret slide where there's a square on the wall of the mountain
Okay.
that just looks like the mountain. You jump in and it's like a portrait,
Yep.
and you're doing another slide level. That's got a
I don't
moon
remember
and a
that at
sun
all.
and
Really?
shit. Yeah.
Whoa, I don't remember that
Yeah.
at all. That's so.
It's pretty
that's
crazy.
Actually, that's kind of cool. All right.
It
I
is,
think,
and you know
I
what?
like secrets, so I want to.
You know what else is cool
now.
is that I don't think it does this in the N64 version, but in the DS remake,
Mm-hmm.
in the portrait in Peach's castle, there's the little square where the secret is. It's whited out in the portrait
Is it really?
as a little hint,
oh,
like there's a
interesting.
little secret here.
That's
And
kind of cool.
I guess that doesn't really count for this.
Yeah.
Or does it?
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
I don't want to count the DS.
The DS version at all?
I feel like it's a little different.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair.
We're talking about the original iterations.
Yes.
Either way, the fact that exists is really cool. That's something that a lot of people don't remember. I didn't even remember until I saw
Yeah, I
it.
don't remember that at all. Actually,
Yeah.
that's super interesting to me.
Um,
I feel like it seems like there's a little bit more substance to Tall Tall Mountain overall in comparison to Tiny
Tiny Huge.
Because I feel again we like Tiny Huge Island a lot for the gimmick of it, but how far
Yeah.
can that gimmick carry in terms of how strong of a level it is? I kind of think Tall Tall Mountain has a little bit more substance. You know, a little bit of a bigger patty in the burger.
I think I could see that, but also it might. I don't.
I think also just to make the listing it off more annoying, I want to say Kukla Mountain and Tall Tall Mountain to make it difficult. I'm just kidding. Actually,
Okay,
I think realistically,
you know what?
I actually really do think Tall Tall Mountain should be over Tiny Huge Island. I think there
Okay.
just is more to do. I think overall, it gives a stronger appearance to the list.
That's fair. I will put it above Tiny Huge Island. Before we finish that off, though, do we want to entertain putting Tall Tall above Cool Cool?
Ooh, the TT above CC.
TT above CC.
Interesting.
They're the Mountain Bros, and they're right next to each other, so that's fine.
Yeah, the peaks are still connected, so it just depends on which one. So actually, that's a good debate topic right now. So
Cool Mountain, Tall Tall.
So they both have slides now too. Now that you're telling me that.
They do both have slides.
Because I was gonna say I like the sliding aspect of Cool Mountain, but if Tall Mountain also has a sliding aspect, that's kind of
one of them is a secret.
Secrets.
And also in Cool Mountain, the slide is awesome, but it wastes 2 stars on it.
Yeah, okay. And the Secret Mountain is all just like a super secret thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the Secret Mountain.
Well, it is a star.
Yeah, but
it's one of the last ones, but
I really like the penguin over the monkeys.
I do.
I kind of want to put Cool Mountain still above.
I do, but I'm trying to think.
As a level itself, though, Tall Mountain might be better.
I think.
I still think Cool Mountain is above Tall. I think we should put it at 4th.
All right, I'll give it to you. I suppose.
Or not 4th or 5th. Listen, I'll listen if you want. We can do the coin flip. I'll coin flip it for you.
No, it would be 6th.
6. Yeah. I would still say it. I'll coin flip it on you if you.
All right, let's do it.
Do the coin flip.
I'm fine with that.
The ceremonial.
For which Mountain Bro gets the top spot?
So, heads is going to be Cool Mountain.
Tails is Tall.
Will be Tall.
All right, let's see it. It's heads.
Heads, which means Cool.
It's Cool.
All right, Cool wins it.
Cool. Number 5. Alrighty.
All right, we got the list.
We got a nice complete list. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, I actually am too. I like a lot of it.
I'm not sure if we need to change anything, honestly. It's pretty good. Let's go over it.
Let's go over it first to make sure.
One more time. All right. We'll start at the bottom.
Yeah.
Let's start at the bottom with the losers, with the others.
Losers.
All right. Right at the bottom, 15 Dire Docks. Just trash.
Yeah, overall, the other water level.
Yeah,
literally drops you into just a big open circle of
big dumb,
boring.
Big dumb open circle of boring.
Big dumb open circle of boring.
Following it up is Snowman's Land, the other ice level. I don't think it's offensively bad, but it's not good.
Just not a lot to do.
It's going on.
It's overcast by the other good ice level,
yes.
Cool Mountain.
Yes.
Therefore, it drops down.
The surrounding area isn't used that well. It's another ascend a peak, and it's the worst one of that.
Yeah, out of all of them, I agree with that.
Following that up, we got Jolly Roger Bay, the OG water level.
Yep, with the worst creature in all of 1990, but
it's got scary eels, but it's a little bit better thought out and a little bit more of a complete level than the other water level.
Yeah, definitely.
Wet Dry World, I guess the cousin of the water levels.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
you could say.
that. Yeah, it's like the bastard son of the water levels.
It's got a pretty cool concept and it's got a nice little subworld, but overall it doesn't utilize its space perfectly.
And it isn't as enjoyable. When
Not super enjoyable.
Yeah.
Hazy Maze Cave. It's got chunks of a good level in there, but they're kind of sparse, few and far between.
It's a little too big.
In kind of a forgettable mess, but still not terrible. Big Boo's Haunt, our benchmark.
Yeah, the standard of a Mario level.
Really cool inspiration, aesthetically really cool.
Yeah, I love Boo's. But overall, I feel like they could have done more with it.
Could have done more with it.
Yeah, definitely. They could have made maybe the house a little bit more intricate. At least made the outside, the courtyard a bit more intricate. Would have been really cool to see.
You know what? Before we move on,
as our benchmark, do you want to kind of put it above Rainbow Ride?
I do.
I've been kind of debating it a lot. I've been debating it a lot, actually.
I don't even know what the
Rainbow Ride. No, honestly, the more we talk about it,
switching them,
especially for our benchmark, I think that was a wrong choice.
Big Boo's Haunt.
Big Boo's Haunt is moving up. So now, actually, above Hazy Maze Cave, we have Rainbow Ride, which overall is just a frustratingly annoying platformer, where the challenge it's just not a fun challenge. That's that's what it boils down to. Is there are really good maps that are challenging that it's a fun I want to conquer this. It's more of God damn it, I have to do this again if I mess up.
Yep. The fact that the entire navigation of the level is dependent on the carpet too.
Yeah.
That thing is slow.
Yeah.
So this level takes a while.
Definitely.
Unless you're speedrunning and doing shit. So above that we have Big Boo's Haunt, which we just discussed. This is our benchmark.
Yeah.
This is just a nice solid level. It's got a really cool inspiration. It's got some cool missions. Maybe it doesn't use its space
as
perfectly. There even are some rooms where it's you don't really need to go in there.
Yeah, but I mean, also for for an early game, you got to forgive some of that too.
And then right above that, we have Womp's Fortress, what I like to think of as intro level B. It's kind of the intro. Well, it's more of the condensed floating island style stage. I think it's got some interesting missions to it.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun. I think it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, Womps are cool. Womps are a pretty cool Mario.
Womps are neat,
Mario character.
Right above that, we have Tiny Huge Island. This is where we're starting to get into, I would say, kind of the higher
echelon of them, yeah.
Tiny Huge Island maybe also doesn't use its space perfectly, but it's got a
beautiful gimmick.
It's got a really cool gimmick that is,
Yeah.
It leads to some really cool puzzles, and it's pretty satisfying.
And it gives like an extra dimension of thinking for a little bit.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It awakens the mind.
It's not just like, okay, where do I have to go to get to this star? It's like, okay,
do I have to do this right now as big? Do I have to
Yeah.
do this tiny? Let me think about this.
Yep, it's like a dual level. Almost.
Yes, definitely.
Then we have Tall Mountain, which we just finished discussing. It's got some cool stuff in there. I think it's the best of the ascending a peak type.
Yeah.
It does that concept the best.
Yeah, the summit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then right above that, we got Cool Mountain. It's cool.
It's very cool.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's got penguins.
It's a mountain.
It's got slides.
Yeah. Cool Mountain and the next one, Bomb on Battlefield, are definitely, I would say, hardly more carried by the nostalgia factor of them.
Yeah.
Like, those are probably the top two stages where, like,
where it's super memorable.
The most casual player will be like, oh, I remember these two stages.
That's definitely true. So true.
Which does give that obviously, that if that holds up for years of your life, that definitely considers
it makes sense.
a good
yeah,
level.
you have to take that into consideration.
Definitely.
Then right above that, we got Bob on Battlefield, which arguably one of the best intro levels of all time.
I could easily see that.
It's just it uses all of its space very well. It's very diverse. It gives you room to explore, and it foreshadows what's to come in the entire game super well.
Definitely.
Right above that, we got Tick-Tock Clock. Super cool concept. It's got a castle gimmick with the different times, and it's just a very well thought out, smartly designed platforming challenge.
Yeah, definitely probably like one of the most intricate levels they've made.
It's, you know what, this is also very punishing, but it's not nearly as bad as Rainbow Ride, because there's a good chance that if you fall from a higher level, you're gonna catch something.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're not just falling to your death every single time. So that definitely saves Tick-Tock Clock. Right above that, we got Lethal Lava Land, which super cool,
super fun.
Shell
surfing, my guy.
It's got shell surfing. It's designed really fun. It's a really good kick it up a notch level, because it's the first mid-game level that really bumps up the challenge level.
Yeah, definitely. It gives a little bit of a higher punishment threshold where you really can't be messing up as much.
And let's not forget, it's got the badass Into the Volcano sequence.
Climbing up. And then lastly, the number one level and stage in our opinion is Shifting Sandland. Hands down for the amount of, the amount of content within the level.
A lot of content. It's very diverse. It uses its space super well.
Yeah.
It's got the best subworld of all the levels.
Hands down. I would say, if I had to pick a level out of all of them that I could spend most of my time on for the
Shifting
fun of
Sandland,
it, is Shifting Sandland.
You know what else, too, that we didn't touch on? Two things we didn't touch on for Shifting Sandland. This is also designed to fly around in, too.
Oh, yeah.
This is a wing cap level.
Yeah, this is a wing cap level, too. It literally has it all.
It's got the 4 pillars one. It's got the one where you bust open the top of the volcano.
Yep. With the pyramid.
Yeah. Why do I keep calling it a volcano?
It's a sand volcano.
Yeah. Yeah. Shifting Sandland is great. Another thing that we didn't touch on is that it doesn't have a portrait, but it does it cleverly. It's just the wall.
Yeah.
So you don't think...
you don't think that would be something.
That's actually super cool, because once you get down to the basement, you're chasing the rabbit around.
Yes.
And the rabbit goes to there, and you're likely to try and dive after him. Yeah. So chances are...
it kind of throws you into it.
Yeah, you could accidentally...
I remember the rabbit, too. Oh,
that's super clever.
Yeah. Even better. I mean, it was already number one, but that even puts it higher than number one in my head. That definitely concretely holds it there.
All right.
Shifting Sandland OP, guys.
Shifting Sandland. Definitively the best Super Mario 64 level.
Don't at me, or at us.
Or at us if you want.
Yeah, you could if you want.
If you want to add us, I'm Corey Richmond on Twitter.
Yeah, very original. I'm Shadowhawk SSB.
On what, Ryan?
On Twitter.
And Twitter. What else?
Oh, I mean, I'm Shadowhawk SSB on Twitch, Instagram, I mean, definitely those major three. You can follow me on Fortnite too. You can just do like Epic Games at me.
He streams.
I do stream from time to time.
You gotta plug your streams.
I do. I haven't been streaming a lot right now, but you really should definitely still watch me. At the very least, check out my Instagram at Shadowhawk SSB. You can definitely check a lot of really, really good clips, and you'll be like, wow, this guy's really good at shooting, building, and editing.
Super
and all
cool.
Three things, yeah. And I'll just like headshot a dude from 100 meters away in the air. It's really funny.
He's a badass.
I am definitely the John Wick of Fortnite.
So we're gonna call it a day, I think.
And so thank you guys so much for joining us once again.
All right.
We do not have the next episode though.
We'll
figure it out.
No, we'll figure it out.
Definitely figure it out.
You'll find it at some point.
Yeah, we'll cut this part though.
All right. Have a good night, y'all.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye.